A Music Website Guide from Curlie 2. Chapter 1. Music Websites 1, curlie.org/en/arts/music right parenthesis. Music Personal Page Websites. Subcategories: Women in Music, Flute, Alternative Rock, Christian Rock, Electronic, Electronica, Heavy Metal, Industrial Rock, Punk, Rockabilly, Ska. 21stcenturyfolks.free.fr, 21st Century Folks, available in French and English, offers reviews, MP3 files and cultural writings on indie music. aaroncarnes.tripod.com/index.htm, Aaron's Blink-182/Britney Spears fan site, information on Blink-182 and Britney Spears. Also pictures, lyrics, discographies, and links. Allthingsdeep.com, Rucker, Anthony, information on black music from the 1960s to today. Home of the Deep Groove Encyclopedia, reviews and articles. AnalyticalQ.com, AnalyticalQ, includes sheet music of original music compositions and arrangements for voice, piano, and guitar, and original watercolor paintings. AndyRichards.com, Richards, Andy, specializes in music and record production, as well as keyboard, synthesizer, and Fairlight programming, songwriter and film or TV composition. Angelfire.com/stars/Vandura, Vandura, Rennie Elliott, Jonathan Tobin. Pictures and MP3s of the New York City rock band. Angelfire.com/mo/917, Jeff's Big OLE page of music, personal page featuring album reviews, live reviews, pictures, and various links. Angelfire.com/ma2/poster, posters and prints, posters of Korn, Nirvana, Deftones, Nine Inch Nails, Tool, and Rage Against the Machine, from art.com. Angelfire.com/weird/supernatural, mindset, history, equipment, recordings and sound files of the former band. Angelfire.com/high3/industrialrd, industrial evolution, favorite gothic and industrial artists, Nine Inch Nails, Sisters of Mercy, Stat, Switchblade Symphony, and The Damned. Angelfire.com/wa/defro, worldwide Death Row Records family, information on Death Row Records and its artists and executives. Angelfire.com/rock/strings edge, strings edge homepage, guitars, music, thoughts, opinions, and images of the latest happenings are just a few of the things to be found here. Angelfire.com/biz5/theryhmebroth/index.html, I get mine, includes graffiti images, r.i.p section, pictures, sounds, MP3s, chat, and a guest book. Angelfire.com/ia/hotartists, hot artists online, personal site dedicated to up-and-coming pop music acts. Angelfire.com/super/usde, tracks the progress of an experimental recording artist from New Jersey. Last updated in 2003. Angelfire.com/New York 2/Nexus 1, Tradewind, a Syracuse, New York, jazz project. This site contains information on Tradewind, Nexus, with recording tips and great Christian and music links. Angelfire.com/art/aliens, nailed against the wall, Nine Inch Nails information, art, poetry, quotes, information on existentialism. Angelfire.com/ok/goldendoves/index.html, Golden Doves domain, a relaxing site filled with music, poems, waterfalls, and rainbows. arapoficonsong.com, Icon Song, a unique program that combines Alexis Arapov's icons with Russian sacred music. The program performed and directed by Mary Arapov. Artcom.com.au, Artcom, bassist offers downloads of original jazz and fusion music as well as futuristic short 3D movies. Links to original graphics and notable bassists and guitarists. Bluescreenlife.com/music, Bluescreen Life, a celebration of indie and artistic music, including album recommendations, daily song downloads, favorite lyrics, and tips on scales and theory for acoustic guitar. broden.de/index_e.html, Broden, Reiner, download MP3 files of composed original music. Also available in German. GBAdesign.com, Jiba Design, DJ Jiba, photos, music, poetry. Information about Kraftwerk and Tori Amos. Christina'sMusic.iwarp.com, Grace, Christina, biography and sound files of the pop music singer. CoverVSOriginal.com, CoverVS. Original, directory of cover songs. Users can vote if the cover version or the original is better and can leave a comment about the song. Also available in German. DarcyHepner.com, Hepner, Darcy, New York-based saxophonist. Website contains transcriptions, sound bites, lead sheets, and film music samples. Also contains itinerary, recordings, film music and workshops pages. DavesDrumWorld.com, Dave's Drum World, personal information on drumming. Offers audio drum loops, videos and pictures. DeltaBoogie.com/DeltaMusicians/McIntyre, McIntyre, Leon, guitarist and webmaster, covers Delta blues music. Also contains band listings and videos. DenisNari.com, Piano Flyboy, Dennis Nari's homepage for the Right Stuff Jazz Band and an archive of his digital music, pictures and biographical material. DenisShavilina.com, Havelna, Dennis, directions on how to build simple and inexpensive musical instruments, and other musical information. doublez.tripod.com/slavey, contains lyrics to rap songs written by the webmaster. dover14.tripod.com, Freedom Zine, newsletter by Jason Williams. Contains interviews with Christian bands and music reviews. HansSchaffner.de, Hafner, Hans, information on music copying, arranging, composition and personal information. JoJoWorks.com, Joe and Joe Music, improvisational instrumental and vocal music by Joe and Joe, abstract paintings and greeting cards by Giovanni. JSwine.com, JSwine, composer and performer. JSwine presents music in real audio format. KarenKelland.com/music.html, Kelland, Karen, Karen M. Kelland is a Juilliard-trained freelance musician and music teacher, bassoon, clarinet, and piano, for beginner to advanced students in New Jersey. She plays with chamber groups and orchestras throughout the tri-state area. She is also an artist and illustrator. kittenpainting.co.uk, Kitten Painting, indie gig and venue reviews, drawings, cartoons and general musings on the indie scene in London. KRISTI_SINGER.tripod.com, Singer, Christy. Christy Singer is a freelance music journalist who has written for publications such as American Country, American Songwriter, Country Weekly, Popstar, The Village Idiot, Singer Magazine, The Sun News and the Wilmington Star News. Kvam.est.is, Kvam Family, site with weblog kept by Icelandic family on personal music. mandiapple.com/sanseindex.html, Mandy Apple, includes pictures, fan pages for various bands. Two friends from Belgium. Mantillamusic.com, Mantilla Music, Ray Mantilla, biography, reviews, gallery, sound clips and events. Marksound.com, Mark Sound, Journal of Veteran Sound Engineer with tour photos. matsmusicpage.com/index.htm, Matt's music page, includes video clips, sounds, lyrics, tabs, forum, chat, and images with over 60 different music groups including U2, Sublime, Aerosmith, and Blink-182. melita2.tripod.com/quiz.html, So you know 70s music, lyrical JavaScript quiz on music from the 1970s. MikeWeimer.com, Weimer, Mike, website for trumpet player and private music instructor Mike Weimer, a student at Indiana University. MikeWaren.com, Zwirin, Mike, Paris-based Mike Zwirin writes about all kinds of music, except serious music. Somebody has to do it. MurazHev.com, Murashev, discographies, reviews, lyrics and information on the Beatles and other rock bands. NikosIntimateNotebook.com, Nico's Intimate Notebook, groupie stories with backstage pictures, personal interviews, and concert dates. Parameshwarhedge.tripod.com, Parmeshwar, Hedge, details about him, his music, audio clips, and general information about Hindustani music. Patphil.com, Moorhead, Phil, and Pat, home of composer and oboist Patricia Moorhead, and pianist, conductor, vocal coach, and editor Philip Moorhead. Petelevin.com, Levin, Pete, New York musician and composer. Discography, performance schedule, about Greyhounds. Petastack.com/music, Pete Stack music pages, original compositions, mostly music for children's shows and eclectic folk, in Sibelius Scorch and MP3 formats with some thoughts about music in general. Pillboxhat.com, poetry, pictures, and Bob Dylan music files from John Morello. PollutionLake.com, Pollution Lake, recording, graphic, and web design studio based in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Pukas2.com, Pukas2 and the Michael Berry Group, history, discography, sound files, and pictures about the Boston-based bands. Preparadise.de, Preparadise, music compositions and notes by Marcus Antonius Wesselmann. Realcarp.tripod.com, Real's original songs, songs written and performed by Real Carpentier, Family Tree, and links. Redheadmusic.co.uk, Redhead Music website, provides musicals, written by Sheila Wilson, for schools. Contains audio samples. Rumba.com, The Musician's Life on the Road, colorful stories, the musician's life on the road, the difficult, sometimes bizarre, always amusing experiences of the professional musician. Essays about New Orleans music, musician-related drug addiction, and a full journal of a concert tour with legendary guitarist Danny Gatton. Rumba.com/Bernie/index.html, Weekends with Bernie, tale of a down and out drummer's travels on tour with his bandmates. RichReich.com, Reich, Rich, information on the artist, performances, audio clips, and how to purchase his CDs. Rock'n'RollerMedi.tripod.com, Rock and Roll Army, site dedicated to some of today's greatest bands and a great musical, Rent. Includes concert reviews, band information, lyrics, mailing list, pictures and notes from the bands. Rockphotos.co.uk, Peter's Picture Palace, a site dedicated to displaying original photos of 1970s rock groups. RonnieCole.com, Cole, Ronnie, biography, audio files, and general news. Sealander.com/mp3.html, Sealander, John, original music in real audio and mp3 with full lyrics. Shadesthedrummer.tripod.com/shadesdrumsetindex.html, shadesdrumset, page showing my drums and answering questions about drumming. It also has links to several drum companies. sus4.com, sus4.com, thoughts mostly related to jazz, musical ramblings, tips, and MIDI files. SuzanneLewis.com, Lewis, Suzanne, album information, art, and various topics of interest. Tengblad.tripod.com, key, Tengblad, information on world blues and artists. Details of performance gear and guitars. TheBestThingsInTheWorld.20m.com, The Best Things in the World, a website devoted to music with lyrics, skateboarding, and links. thehat.freenline.co.uk/folk/songs, Phil's folk singing page, description of how Phil got into folk music, listing of all the songs he sings, and lyrics. ThomasStevensMusic.com, Stevens, Thomas Stevens Quotables column features comments made by distinguished professionals in the performing arts that are of interest to musicians and music lovers alike. tntisland.com/kitchendex.html, Lord Kitchener Tribute, a tribute to the late Aldwin Lord Kitchener Roberts. Focuses on the Calypso masters' compositions and development of the steel pan. westernsongs.com, Western songs, original songs of the Wild West reinterpreted into a modern context. Music photography websites at curlie.org/en/news/journalism/photojournalism/music_photography. bruceseymour.com, Inside Out Images, a photographic view of performing musicians, inside and out. Jazz, blues, and rock performance portraits and composite performance pieces. ClassicRockConcertPhotos.net, Classic Rock Concert Photos, large photo gallery of classic rock and blues concerts. Collection spans over 20 years. JustAVisual.net, Just a Visual, hardcore, and punk rock photos, the work of two photographers, Darren Nannis and Melissa Gower, documenting the New York and California scenes. MagicGravy.com, Magic Gravy Photography, music photography by J. Archibald. Concert photos with an emphasis on multiple image compositions. mcd.ie/photos, mcd.ie concert photos, regularly updated concert photography from Ireland, covering numerous local and international artists performing at MCD events. musiconphoto.com, Music on Photo, large gallery of concert photography, covering a wide variety of artists and music styles. Also includes sections devoted to Austrian artists. NewJerseyRock.com, New Jersey Rock, concert photography from the New Jersey/New York rock and club scene. Galleries range from the 1970s to the present. Photo.net/learn/concerts/Mirarchi/C1sir_Icoma concert photography, a Photo.net tutorial by Steve Mirarchi covering concert, stage, and low-light photography. ReggaePhotos.com, HIMS Reggae concert photos, concert photography covering current reggae artists. Includes reggae concert information for the Connecticut area. ReggaePortraits.com, Reggae Portraits, Lee Abel's documentary photographs of reggae artists, music festivals, and the culture and scenery of Jamaica. RepPhoto.com, RepPhoto, music photo stock library for rock, pop, and folk music. Spans from 1968 to today. SCHWebWeb.com, SCHWebWeb.com, regularly updated Detroit concert photography site with multiple contributors. Also features reviews, interviews, and events calendar. ShootingRockstars.com, Shooting Rockstars, portfolio and contact details for Los Angeles-based firm. Gallery of rock concerts and pop star portraits. Underexposed.org.uk, Underexposed, photos from the indie scene, gallery of band photographs from the indie scene in London. Yolambda.net, Yolambda concert photography, live performance photos of various punk, hardcore and indie bands. Large selection of artists. Music radio websites at cully.org/en/arts/radio/formats/music. Subcategories. Internet broadcasting. African. Ambient. Caribbean. Celtic. Classic rock. Drum and bass. Early. Experimental. Gothic. Hawaiian. Metal. Native American. New Age. Salsa. World music. Airbubble.com, Airbubble, streaming content solutions and free-form internet radio from the makers of music for cubicles and GoGAGA. artistdirect.com/nad/listen/0,00.html, Artist Direct Internet Radio, internet radio stations featuring techno, pop, alternative, metal, hip-hop, rap, world, and electronica music via Windows Media Player. Boombox.net, Boombox.net, a free online sound system bringing you a selection of beats from electronic to hip-hop, including a combination of live broadcasts, archived shows, mixtapes and special releases. Deezer.com, Deezer, offers online listening with the possibility to create playlists and send music. Dublab.com, Dublab, live stream and monthly top 10, as well as archives of guest DJs, weekly shows, and events. Epitonic.com, Epitonic, independent music across several genres from both signed and unsigned artists. Featuring MP3 song downloads, radio streams, and many full album streams available through Windows Media Player. HOTMIX106.com, Hotmix 106, Hotmix 106 plays old and new rock and blues music. KDSK.com, KD Radio, playing popular music from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s online. Requires Windows Media Player for listening. Last.fm, Last.fm. Online music catalog with free music streaming, videos, photos, lyrics, charts, artist biographies, concerts and internet radio. Libra.fm, Libra.fm, a social music platform, internet radio and music community similar to Last.fm, based on free software and open standards. LOST45.com, The Lost 45s, a radio program which features top 40 hits from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Includes list of the 100 most requested songs, audio clips, and photographs of the artists. LuxuiaMusic.com, Luxuria Music, a music lifestyle stream on the internet, featuring a blend of jazz, lounge, Latin, exotica, electronica, soundtracks, standards, surf, and swing music. MusicChoice.com, Music Choice, live webcasts, music downloads, several themed Windows Media Player streams, and CD store. MusicChoiceInternational.com, Music Choice, with a diverse roster of stations, playing anything from alternative rock to accordion music to movie soundtracks to music for children. Requires real player for listening. MusicSojourn.com, Music Sojourn, 15 different radio series produced by professional hosts, including Echoes with John DiLiberto, heard on over 150 U.S. radio stations. Many styles and genres. RadioIO.com, Radio IO, intermittently radio from St. Augustine, Florida. Multiple genres. Free and members-only streams available in multiple formats and in multiple bandwidths, including MP3. RadioMaxMusic.com, RadioMaxMusic.com, featuring a mix of country, soul, rhythm and blues, southern rock, rockabilly and original programming. ROCK3.co.uk, ROCK3 Radio Network, several streaming stations from the UK including rock, 70s rock and 70s punk. SolarRadio.com, Solar Radio, playing music from 4 decades of soul, funk and jazz. Real player or Windows Media Player required for online listening. Songza.com, Songza, a music search engine and internet jukebox. Contains FAQ. Spotify.com, Spotify, offers a desktop software to listen music by streaming with the possibility to create and share playlists. TigerSushi.com, Tiger Sushi, an alternative media about quality music from all periods, genres, artists, and labels with a focus on electronic avant-garde. TotallyRadio.com, Totally Radio, 10 channels of net radio, including reggae, techno, alternative/indie, world, word, jazz, chill-out, hip-hop, breaks, and trash streams. TQRadio.tripod.com, Teak Radio, online radio station playing a variety of music through the Destiny Player. Music record label websites. Subcategories. EMI, Sony BMG, Universal, Warner, Specialty. Click a letter. AIR.org.au, Association of Independent Record Labels, Australia, an online directory of over 140 Australian independent record labels. Search by genre or artist or check out the national independent charts. AllRecordLabels.com, All Record Labels, links to record labels around the world, covering all genres and formats.